model car fans, welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Revell, and this week I'm going to feature a different build for me. This is a 1957 Ford Custom, and as you can see I built it as the police car. For 57 there was a few different Fords, and the Custom was the base model. There was the Custom 300, then you got the Fairlane 500, and then the Sunliner and the Skyliner. All pretty cool cars, and I really like the way the 50s cars look, the Fords, but there's not a whole lot of choices when it comes to model kits of them. And I don't understand why, especially for 1955 when this styling first appeared. And I really like the styling of the 55 Fords, but there's very little out there in kits, especially the one that blows my mind, the 55 Thunderbird. There's no kit in 1/24th or 1/25th scale, but both AMT and Revell have a 56 Thunderbird. AMT did the 57 Thunderbird, and those are pretty readily available. They've been released multiple times. But in 55, the Thunderbird, the only kit I know of is the 1/16th scale, the big one, and it's only been released a couple of times, but nothing recent. And I'd love to see some more 55 through 57 Fords, that's for sure. And especially if the Ranchero ever actually comes out. I know there's some resin ones out there. I haven't picked any of them up. This one, being the custom total base model, I'm like that. I gotta have this one. And I bought the station wagon version. Really enjoyed building that one, and so I had to get that one too. But when I first saw this kit, I just had to have it. It's just, to me, a beautiful car, and being a base model, very unusual. You don't really see kits like this, so I got pretty excited about it. So I went out and I actually bought two of them. This is the Model King version of it, and it's built right out of the box. Decals and all are his variant, which that one is now a very rare kit because they only made 3,000 copies of them, is what I understand. And so I bought two of them, and one of them I still have unbuilt, and of course I built this one. It comes with a 312Y block motor in it, and Revell has issued this in a number of different versions now, and one of them is the race car Fireball Roberts, I believe. It has the supercharged motor. I would love to get some of those parts to actually make the supercharged version, because the other kits, mine did not have all the parts, it had half the parts. So I would really love to make that version. I really enjoyed building this kit, and I finished it in 2015. And one of the reasons I had to have it is I showed you my 57 Chevy, so I built this one, the base 150 that Revell also came out with, and I dressed it up as a fire chief vehicle. And I showed you this one, but I had a fun time building this one. And while I built this one in 2010, from the very nice Black Widow kit. Both kits are just awesome kits, and really enjoy these Revell kits when it comes to these. But I had to have, once I had built that one, and I had so much fun doing it, which for me was an unusual build, and I saw this one right out of the box, had everything. I'm like, I gotta have this one. So I didn't do anything out of the box or additional to it. I built it as is, and really had a good time. Even the decals are right from the kit. The only thing I did change, though, I don't want to say changed, because I did fix it up basically, was there is a very nasty mold line here in the bumpers, front and rear. And at the time, that's one of the things that held it up, because I think this kit came out in 2013, and I bought it towards the end of 2013. And it took me a little while to build it, because it was a little tricky painting the white first and then masking it off and then painting the black. That for me was a bit tricky, so I did that and then got the decals on and then cleared it, and she's just looking beautiful. But that was a lot of work, and once I had gotten all that done and I saw the mold lines on these bumpers, I'm like, I've got to do something about that. So I ended up stripping the bumpers, cleaning the mold lines off both front and back, and I eventually just I sent them to Chrome Tech Bob, and he re-chromed them for me along with another order of chrome. So it waited for me to do my chrome order, which I usually sent just a couple of sheets a year. So it waited for me to do that. So it sat for a while. But once I got the bumpers back and I finished it and put it all together, and that was the crowning touch, because it was just a very nice build. So, and I really enjoyed the decals on there, even though it says Clearwater Police on there. And I think that badge is just a little too small. I'd like it to be a little bit bigger, but that's just how it was provided. And I just copied the decals, did the 256 and police, and there's nothing on the roof. And it had a lot of decals in the interior, which you really can't see. Try to get the light in there, but it has a little trouble getting in there. There you go, you can kind of see them that way. But she came out really, really nice. I'm really happy with this one. And even the grill, you can see right through the grill, and that's just the way Revell molded it. And the Ford emblem across the front here, that's a decal. I thought this was an odd spot. Don't know much about the lights and sirens, but that's just kind of an odd spot. And I could just see that being a big blind spot for them driving, especially making right turns. But I built this right out of the box. Here's the underside of it. And just a great kit and a very pleasurable kit. And don't really know what I'm going to do with the other one as far as how I build it, since I have it. But did the Ford 9-inch, which did it in a red oxide primer, which I'm not really 100% sure it was accurate for the time being for 57. And I like the fact that the base models didn't have white walls. So really enjoyed building it. I got to show you the motor here too. Let's get this hood open here. It's hinged and done very well. So there's the motor, and then the fuel filter here, and the fuel lines and the fuel pump. That's all in the kit. And the radiator hoses and everything under there, the master cylinder, even the Ford V8 decals on there. All very, very nice and all provided. Like the wipers, separate parts, and just a very pleasurable kit. So if you haven't built this kit, it's a wonderful kit. But I'd like to have put the supercharged motor in this one to give the police a little extra oomph, like I did with the 57. If you remember this 57, I had a little bit of fun with it, being that it's a fire chief's car. I figured rank has its privileges, so it's got the fuel injected motor in it. So I kind of had a little bit of fun with that, and I was thinking I could do the same with this one, but since I couldn't locate the rest of the supercharger parts, they're not on there. But maybe I'll do that with the other one. But fun builds, and just for me, just having a little bit of fun with these. And maybe I'll pick up the Ranchero if it ever comes out, or pick up Jimmy Flintstone's resin Ranchero body to do that as well, as that would be, to me, a fun car to build, because it's a very rare one. Let's turn that around. And just enjoying showing these off together. Don't have too many utility vehicles here, but great kits to build, really are. And I've actually picked up another one of these as well. My collection just keeps growing, and the more I show these off to you guys and reflect on how much fun it was to build some of these, it kind of spurs some of my other builds and getting some of these done, or duplicates done. It's just I really enjoy building, and the possibilities, the endless possibilities of what you can do with it. So I often dream about how this could be finished, or how it could be done. But this one, right out of the box, and the box art and everything, I'm like, I just have to build it as a police car. I have not built another police car. I've always thought about doing another one, especially a four-door. I did manage to pick up a long time ago, but it's still in my stash, 68 Belvedere four-door resin body. And I can't think of who it is that made that right now, but I have it written down because I have notes and sheets that help me keep inventory of what I have and what is stashed away, so that I know what to look for, and notes of what my plans were or intentions were. But haven't built that one, but it's in the stash of resin as well. But here's a truly out-of-the-box build for me that I really enjoy, and I just kind of wanted to show it off and break up all the Mopars that are going on right now, because I've got a lot of Mopars in construction and a lot of them to show you. But I wanted to break it down and show that off, and just pair it up with this one because they just look really good together for 1957, both the Chevy and a Ford, and being utility vehicles, a fire chief and a police car. Just a lot of fun for me. But I figured you would enjoy it and everything, so thank you for all your likes, your comments and subscriptions. I really appreciate it, and please comment. Really love the comments. And you guys, you have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you next weekend.